Hey, this video is for all the MAGA people and the people who still support Trump. You're either one of two things at this point. One, at best, you're either just choosing to remain willfully ignorant and burying your head in the sand. Or two, you never actually gave a fuck about anything or had any real values at all. You just wanted your team to win. And you want me to tell you how I know? Because they just come out and told us that the first 7 days of this war in Iran has cost the American taxpayer $11.3 billion fucking dollars. And for the last 6 years, all you motherfuckers have been talking about is spending our tax dollars on waste, fraud, and abuse. The left will say some shit like, hey, let's give kids a free lunch at school. And you guys will go, well, no, it's not my fault that their parents are lazy and don't want to get a job. I shouldn't have to pay for somebody else's kids. You say shit like, oh, I'm pro-life because I care about kids and I'm a Christian, but you ain't have nothing to say when your tax dollars are used to send over a fucking bomb to an all-girl school, killing over 100 of them. We had to listen to y'all talk for 4 fucking years about cheap fucking gas. Look at the fucking gas now, dumbass. I don't know how many fucking times it's gonna fucking take for this motherfucker to look at you and tell you he don't give a fuck about you before you finally start fucking listening. Oh, that's right. It's because you never gave a fuck about any of that shit. You only cared about your team winning. So I just got one more question for you. Are we great yet?
If you feel hopeless right now, I'm here to say some Trump supporters are actually regretting their votes. Estimates as high as 1 in 4 people who voted for Trump regret their votes. And on anonymous forums like Reddit, people have poured out their feelings about how much they regret voting for him. People like farmers who have been upset that they're not getting support and money is going to Argentina instead of them. Young voters who feel manipulated by the MAGA movement. And centrists who aren't necessarily committed to a political party have all expressed serious remorse over their vote. The fact that people are admitting that they're not happy with the election and the way things have been with Trump is a serious step in the right direction. As you know, in most cults, people who speak out against the leader are seriously punished. They're ostracized and experience a lot of hostility, which typically prevents them from speaking out in the first place. So although it may feel hopeless and like fascism has been descending upon us for a few years, there actually is a sign of some progress. That's why it's so important to have conversations with these people. If you're a white person and you have family who are Trump supporters, this is a really good time to try to get through to them, especially because a lot of Republicans want the Epstein files to be released, which could be used as a way to find common ground with them and convince them to not be MAGA anymore. Still have a long way to go, but the fact that his approval rating is dropping is a serious sign of good news.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Trump supporters are grinding their teeth, they are regretting, they are crying. Oh, why did we vote for Trump? Why did we vote for Trump? What were you guys thinking? Oh, you wanted to vote for the president, the former president that did this, that did that, that was absolutely amazing. Now you are crying, now you are grinding your teeth, now you are regretting. Is it anybody's fault? Hell no, it's your fault. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. And now you are trying to seek empathy from every other person. It's not their fault. They didn't do nothing wrong. You were with your full senses. I think in the US, you have to be over 18 and you have to be capable, like your mental health has to be very capable for you to be able to cast your vote. So I believe everyone, every MAGA supporter, everybody that voted for Trump voted with their full brain alert. You guys were alert. You guys knew what you were doing. So don't sit and look for sympathy and empathy from any other place. You did it to yourself, girl. You did it to yourself, man. You did it to yourself, boy. Yeah. So we have a lot of videos. Let's watch some videos of how they are grinding their teeth, they are crying and what have you. And then we'll come back and talk about it. This episode is going to be very interesting. Credit go to the original owners of the videos. So let's go. We'll be right back.
Every American that's having trouble with this, I'm sorry I voted for him. I regret it with all my heart. I feel like I've enabled this monster to destroy democracy, destroy everything that is good in this country.
We've got a very crazy man driving the train, and he's going to kill this country.
And Anthony, are you voting a straight up and down Democratic ticket?
Not only there, I am actually for the very first time contributing across the board, across the country. And I've never, ever written a check or spent any money on anything political because I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
I've been a lifelong Republican since the day I turned 18. For the first time in my life, I'm going to vote a straight Democratic ticket. Is if they're connected to Donald Trump, they are not connected to me.
So you now are no longer a Republican.
I am not, no.
Because of Donald Trump.
Because of Donald Trump, it was no longer the party that I joined. It's morphed into something that's almost unrecognizable.
You were a lifelong Republican.
Right.
If somebody had told you, say 15 years ago, that you are preparing to vote a straight up and down Democratic ticket in the midterms, you would have said what to them?
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah.
So why are you now doing it?
To see Republicans not stand up to him, and the ones that do are just quitting.
I just think there's no values left anymore. There should be values. We have no values. He doesn't have any values. I thought he had values.
No, I'm definitely voting Democrat. I've been knocking on doors. I got a clipboard. You're even canvassing. I am canvassing for a Democrat in Wyoming. That's how strongly you feel. I believe hardly anything the president says, but I do believe he's a danger to this country and to our democracy.
Oops. It's almost like we weren't lying to you. But I'll say this, even though I will never forgive them for what they've done. And look, my forgiveness has no bearing on their life whatsoever. I'm glad to see that at least they are taking a proactive stance with this. Like, I fucked up. Now I need to put my boots on the ground and help make this better. And if you are any one of those people who is sorry for what you've done, if you're sitting back, staying quiet while democracy falls, just remember this. We know who you are. We'll remember what you did. And if the last thing that you did was vote for this man, that's how you'll be remembered. Now, if you go out and you start campaigning for real candidates who care about the people and you take proactive steps to make a change, that's how you'll be remembered. Owning up to doing bad shit is really hard. Trust me, I know. But you'll get a hell of a lot more respect than the respect you have now, which is zero.
I hate to say I regret voting for Trump because I still have hope that maybe he'll still give me an advantage and hurt all these other people, and at their expense I'll rise. But now that I'm getting hurt too, why can't he just have more compassion for us, people like me? When Elon Musk gave his heart out to everybody, I was all for it. I'm for mass love. But when he fired me in the IRS department, he's going too far. I voted for you. My grandfather can't pay for insulin anymore. When he wanted to raise all these other medications, my grandfather wasn't on. I didn't care. But now the insulin, Trump, come on, like, I didn't vote for this. Robert F. Kennedy, yeah, I wanted to vote him in so we could take away the unhealthy food out of this country, but when he affected my EBT and I couldn't afford cake anymore, that's not what I voted for, and I hate to say it, but I regret it now. How could he do this? How could he betray us? I know he's lied over and over, but how could he lie to me about me? And lie to them, okay, but like, now that it's me, I regret it. I don't even know why I did it, and I wish I could take it back. Because none of his policies affected me. I don't care if it ruined millions of lives. I would have been all MAGA Trump, but now that it's affected my job and my grandpa's medicine, I'm gonna need to see him hurt more people again so I can feel better about my own life for me to get back on board. And I will get back on board. I just need to see him hurt people again. That's not me. So once you can do that, Trump, I might be back. I might be back. And last, who is it?
It's ICE. Your neighbor reported you.
ICE?
We're here to deport your British wife.
You thought she was safe? I thought they only targeted Mexicans.
Basically, President Donald Trump's younger supporters are already suffering from buyer's remorse. The 79-year-old president enjoyed stronger than expected support from men between 18 and 29 to win re-election in 24. But the Washington Post conducted a focus group outside Charlotte, North Carolina, right? Not New York City, not Los Angeles, not Chicago, Charlotte, North Carolina, very purple. And they found that many of those voters regret their choice just over a year into his second term. Quote, I feel betrayed, says Joshua Byers, a 26-year-old document clerk. Quote, I don't know why we are fighting in Iran if we have never been attacked. I just don't understand why. Well, I just told you why, Joshua, and I know the information's out there, and if you care to bother to find it out, it is available for you. But that tends to be my problem with most Trump supporters anyway. Focus group participants told the Post they believe Trump would lower prices and boost the working class, but prices remain high, and those voters feel like the president is too focused on international conflict and his immigration crackdown. A recent post-ABC Ipsos poll found 70% of 18 to 20-year-olds disapprove of Trump's job performance, compared to 29% who approve, and younger Trump backers are far less enthusiastic about taking part in November's midterms than those who supported Harris. They talk about I don't want to feel responsible for making a vote or feeling misled or misjudged or making a wrong move. So a lot of his supporters are feeling completely betrayed by what he promised and by what he's doing. So they don't want to support this anymore, and they believe all politicians are liars. And while I can agree that most politicians are liars, this man was an absolute liar beforehand. He was a con man. Everybody knew it. Every single contractor that actually ever worked for him, most of the lawyers that ever worked for him, knew he was a liar and a con man. The fact that you didn't is on you. You just did not do your due diligence at this point. Quote, "It does change how I feel about Trump," Burrows said. Quote, he said, quote, he said there would be no new wars, and he said that gas would be below $3 a gallon. I am not happy with him right now. Wiest, who's a Republican, said Trump's focus on his own personal grievances had demoralized him and made him unlikely to vote this fall. Quote, and this is what really sums it up, I think.
Okay, so as a Lyft driver, Uber driver, just driver, I got a passenger today, and it was funny because it was two couples, right? So it was 4 people in my car. And they were going on about Trump and politics and this and that. And they were kind of tipsy, right? Because it's, Saturday night. I was taking them to a bar. They were coming out of their house already tipsy. So one thing led to another in the conversation. And then next thing you know, they're like, oh my God, did you see that coming? Did you see what Trump has been doing lately? Like, if I would have known, I wouldn't have voted for him. Like, I didn't see that coming. And I'm like, where's my bombastic side eye? And then one of the guys taps me in the shoulder, right? And he's like, did you see that coming? Did you see what Trump, has been doing lately? All these executive orders, like some I agree, but some I do not agree. And I straight out said, no shit, Sherlock. Yes, of course I saw it coming because I knew what he was going to do before he became president. That's why I didn't vote for him. But you wouldn't have listened if anybody would have told you, right? And he just kind of sat back and was like thinking. And then one of the girls was like, no, he didn't say he was going to do any of this. And I was just rolling my eyes and I started laughing. And one of the guys was sitting in front of me and he started laughing with me. And then he whispers to me, I didn't vote for Trump. He said, I didn't vote for Trump. And then he goes like this to me, like, was to like, on my hand. I was like, yeah, me
neither. Oh my, okay. Sorry. I'm not supposed to laugh, but man, I just watch videos upon videos of both the young people, the old people, construction workers, everybody gnashing their teeth and regretting casting their vote for President Donald Trump. But my question is, did you guys expect this? What were you expecting? Yeah, I know he promised a lot of things. He promised to reduce medical care. He promised to do this. He promised to give kids food in school. He promised so many things. That's what politicians are for. That's what they do. That is what currently in my country, that is what my politicians have told us, and we voted, and then today we are regretting. So you shouldn't just believe them because they are saying this, they are saying that. No, it's not true. That is their nature. And then I was so surprised. I watched one of the videos of one guy saying, oh, it wasn't my business when he cut out food stamp and the rest, but my granddad has diabetes, and when President Trump increased the price of insulin, that's when it's affected me. Oh, what did I do? Why did I vote? So some of you just voted for selfish reasons. You voted for so that it will favor you. That was the reason why you casted your vote. You didn't cast your vote because you cared for any other Americans. You casted your vote only for your own selfish interest. And then she was complaining and crying that she lost her job after voting for Donald Trump, blah, blah, blah. What were you expecting, girl? What were you guys expecting? Come on. And then the construction workers, oh my goodness, that ICE comes to their construction site, packs everybody, especially even people that are even documented. So it's causing a strain on their workload for the day. They don't have enough workers anymore, because anytime they want to start working, they come, they pack every other person and they just clear the center. Even those that are even legal immigrants, you guys will come and pack them out. So they are complaining, their workload is increasing. Everybody is gnashing their teeth. Everybody is complaining that voted for Trump. But MAGA supporters, what were you thinking? Were you thinking this was going to be a bed of roses? Were you thinking because I voted, so it's going to be all roses, or it's going to be a beautiful tenor? But already I thought from his first, he was one time the president. So from his first tenor, I thought your eyes were going to be open for you to see that no other glitter is gold. For you to see a camouflage and call it what it is. So I'm surprised that you voted and now you are coming to seek for sympathy and empathy from those that didn't vote for him. What do you guys expect them to do? You guys expect them to come and meet you and wipe your tears or pamper you like children? I even saw that the young Democrats that voted for him, they are also crying. What were you guys expecting? This is who he is. This is who he is, and it's going to continue. So if I were you guys right now that you are gnashing your teeth, you have the opportunity to vote again for the second tenure. If you like, be wise. If you like, don't open your eyes and smell a coffee from afar. Go back and vote for him, and then come back on the internet and start crying and start gnashing your teeth and looking for empathy where you did not keep it. Nobody is going to empathize with you. Nobody is going to say nothing to you, because you have your bed. You lay your bed just how you want to lie on it. So this is an opportunity for you to vote right this time. I don't know. I really do not know who is contesting and the rest. But what I'm saying is that we are tired of you guys coming online and crying and gnashing your teeth and saying you regretted voting for him. And then second tenure comes and then you still go back and vote and come back and cry. Guys, come on. We are tired. People are saying, do the right thing. Do the right thing right now. Now that all of us, everyone is, like they're saying, now that we Americans are regretting this, let's do the right thing this time. So guys, this is the end of my episode. Thank you very much for watching my video, and please do not forget to leave your comment on this comment section so that we can interact and share your thoughts, what you think about MAGA supporters gnashing and regretting their votes, so that we can share our own ideas. And please do not forget to share the video. Thank you, and see you in my next episode. Bye.